Whose bright idea was it to make a product?
Creating a product has definitely been a journey.
Bit of a nightmare.
Sometimes a nightmare, yeah, definitely.
So where we left off was getting the renders done, the design all finalised, and then finding a manufacturer. We managed to secure a manufacturer, sent them through all of our designs, and then they pulled the pin. They got a massive job on and just said that they couldn't do this job for us. We were back to the drawing board. We managed to find another manufacturer, and that has been an absolute journey. Countless emails, backwards and forwards, WhatsApp chats, photos backwards and forwards, you name it. We've gone through about 5-10 different iterations of the design. Upon actually creating the sample, we found that there were things in the design that we made and then coming into practicality just didn't work. So in the 3D render, you would have seen that the cord, the power cord, came out the back of the actual lamp itself. But after speaking with people, getting some feedback, and what we decided to do was get the cord to come out from the base of the lamp and then put rubber feet on it so then you could have it against any surface. After doing that, we realized that the cord coming out of the bottom meant that the feet would be too high. So the feet being too high, it just looked cheap. It didn't look that great.
Didn't like it.
No, it just wasn't a vibe. So we went back and then changed it to the cord coming out the side in the bottom corner. That was probably the most aesthetic that we could get it without having it sitting 15 mil off the ground. And then just keep shorter, I think they're 4 mil feet that we've landed on at the moment.
So the reason why we want the little feet on the bottom of the lamp so it sits off the table a bit is so that the bottom of it doesn't get damaged, because Aaron had this awesome idea to actually have the bottom of the lamp polished as well, so we can etch our By Grey logo into it.
Which comes at an additional cost. So what started out as a base price, or the original quote that we got, has kind of trickled up.
Slightly,
probably like $5 US.
But worth it.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Per lamp. But I think that all these changes that we made just add to the quality of the product itself.
Yeah.
Because originally the manufacturer sent us photos of no feet on the bottom and just a felt sticker, I guess, for the whole base.
Yeah, it just
it didn't fly with me.
And then we got to the actual shade, the light bulb shade, and Aaron got the photos originally and we thought, does it look a bit small, the actual shade of the bulb? And I thought, maybe, but not, I don't know. We couldn't fully tell. So the manufacturers were nice enough to actually show us it with a little bit of a bigger bulb.
So we initially, the one that we went with, or the one that we sketched right from the get-go, was 100 mil. And when we got the actual sample photos back with the 100 mil shade on it,
I mean, I liked it.
Yeah.
You were the one that
I
said,
was questioning it.
Small.
Yeah,
but
I was questioning it.
I think it was great. I thought it was, because it centers the circle. If you're looking at it front on, the circle is doesn't come out of the edges of the rectangle, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And so they put a 120 mil shade on it, and straight away, as soon as we got the photos back, we were just like, nah.
It looks ridiculous.
Yeah, so
it was too big. It just didn't. It looked like it was going to fall over. It wasn't balanced.
Yeah, it wasn't what we were after. And then again, another thing that we kind of encountered was the shade itself can't be acrylic, or they don't make acrylic in that size. And if they did, it was going to be two separate half circles or half domes stuck together. So you'd have a definitive line around the actual itself. So they were like, it's going to have to be glass. Again, little price increase. And then that also heightens the risk of damage when shipping. So again, all these things that you have to kind of contend with.
So now we are finally up to producing the final sample. Our manufacturers are probably thinking, thank goodness these two aren't making any more changes. Yes, we gave them the green light to go away and polish the lamp to get it to the final mirrored finished look that we want. And that has come with some complications as well.
Once we gave them the green light, we kind of didn't hear from them for about 5 days. And I was thinking, okay, well, they're, just polishing it up, getting it all finalized so they can send us the final photos. But I get an email back, of course. Another issue. The stainless steel that they'd used was only 1 mil thick, so it's quite thin. And when welding it all together, after polishing it, those weld marks started to show. So they've come back and said, we've basically redone the entire light
And to start again.
in a 2 mil stainless steel. And they think that that's going to rectify that issue. So when they polish it down now, you're not going to see any imperfections or any weld marks.
So with the added weight to the lamp now, it's going to increase the cost for us, and it's probably going to increase our shipping costs, but it will make it a much heavier, sturdier quality product and finish, which is what we want.
Yeah, I think it's going to feel quite robust.
Yeah.
And that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
A good quality product. We don't want any light, flimsy, feel, cheap to it.
Yeah.
So, not mad about it. That's just a cost that we'll absorb. We're eagerly awaiting on the final photos of a 2 mil thick sample, polished, ready to go.
We will share them as soon as we get them.
Yeah.
Which takes us to our next part of the journey, which is then deciding upon our packaging and how we're actually going to ship each individual light out to our customer. We really want the packaging and, that customer experience to be really, really good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we want to design custom packaging.
Yeah, I mean, you go to all this effort to create a custom light, you do all this design, you get a product that you're really proud of. The last thing I wanted to do was head down to Australia Post, wrap it in 5 layers of bubble wrap and stick it in a brown cardboard box.
Which we would never do.
Yeah, so we're now at this next phase of liaising with some packaging manufacturers just to kind of narrow down what kind of look and feel we want, which we'd actually love to get some feedback. Any tips, any feedback, because we're really kind of at the start of this process. So we're able to hone in the design that we want. Yeah.
And we're obviously going to have the packaging be very, safe internally so that the product doesn't break.
Yeah, because the lamp itself, as you'll obviously seen, it's a triangle. So, we're going to have a foam cutout for the triangle to slide into. The actual shade cover is removable, so you can access the LED light itself. So you can change out the LED bulb, but the actual shade itself is going to sit separate within the box.
And then the bulb.
And then the bulb separate.
Because we want to supply the bulbs with our lamps.
Yeah, so all the lamps will come with bulbs. But yeah, we want it to all sit snug within a nice felt foam.
Yeah, something. We haven't decided yet.
Yeah. So yeah, when you shut the box, it's not going to move anywhere in transit.
Yeah. And then the outside of the box, obviously, want to have, decked out with
branding,
high grey logo, colours. Yeah.
So amongst all of this design, creating the sample, creating the product, doing the packaging, obviously we need to do a complete rebuild on the website. Which we've started. So we're both kind of working on that. We're going to want to do a shoot.
Yeah, we want to do like a campaign shoot launch, obviously, to make sure that our content is on point when we do actually launch the product to you.
But it's been a bit of a journey where it's like, I think, coming into this, we didn't have this massive plan of these are all the steps that we're going to take and this is how we're going to execute it.
We've been kind of winging it.
We have been winging it, which, in hindsight, I don't know whether it was a good thing or a bad thing, but I think it's been really like a great journey.
Yeah.
Because I personally, I've learned a lot.
Yeah, I think so. And I think as well, doing it like this, all of these other ideas pop into your head. So you don't realize you're actually subconsciously building the future of the business by little ideas popping into your head of what product you want to do next and, how we can bring out a different collection of the same lights. Like all these things have been popping into our heads. So we've been taking mental notes and writing down all of our crazy ideas that we've got for future products and where we kind of want By Grey to go.
But the best thing about what we've done and with the manufacturer at the moment, right, this is a core piece. This is going to be something that we're going to continue to sell. And now that we've gotten this sample done, we're going to be able to release it in many different iterations of colours. We want to do powder coated colours. I think the hardest part has been done. But like Chelsea said before, my sketchbook, I've already got another light designed. Pretty much I want to pull the trigger on it right now. I'm that keen.
And we've had good feedback on it.
And we've had good feedback. Yeah, especially from people in the industry. So, yeah, it's like Chelsea said, it's one of those things that you just get excited and the creative, juices flow.
And I feel like it's a slow burner at the moment.
Yeah.
We're in that like slow part of the process where it's just the going back and forth and waiting for, I guess, shipment once we kind of hit
Yeah.
go. And it's like that slow. Once the lights are here, I feel like it's going to be
that's when we can ramp it up.
go.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. Among all of this, there's going to be a little sneaky print series that's going to drop with this. So
We've got to keep it Aaron John Gray coded. You know?
yeah. So I'm pulling together a shoot. I've got the concept in mind. There's going to be 3 prints that are going to run with the launch of the land. So it's really going to tie in to kind of where we've been to where we're going, but retaining some of those roots of, selling prints. So we'll definitely keep everyone updated on when we're expecting the lamps to actually get to us.
Yeah. Yep. And then we'll be back with our next update. It's a wrap.
Woo!